Graham Rawlins with News Geelong. We Choose to Relay is the theme of the Cancer Council Relay for Life, with the Surf Coast holding its first relay event last weekend. The Geelong Regional Library Corporation continues to spread its community wings, with the new Warren Ponds Library due to open next month. And later in the program, Ian Nichols will update us with the latest in sport, and scintillating Sophie Miller will give us a 6-day weather forecast for Geelong and the Surf Coast. The historic Eastern Reserve in Winchelsea received a significant injection of funds for a community upgrade, as Ian Nichols reports.
Well, today we're out in the centre on the cricket pitch at Eastern Reserve Winchelsea, home of the Winchy Blues, and it's a red letter day for them today, the official opening of their community hub. It cost in excess of $2.5 million. It will service probably 20 community groups, and we're speaking with the chairman of the management committee, Barry Stevens.
Yes, it's a fantastic day for us. Finally have the building open and operational, and we've invited some very important people for us today that have raised a lot of money over the 13 years of the journey to succeed.
Well, you have certainly made quite a contribution towards the total cost, haven't you?
Yes, we have. We've got $2 million from the federal government through Darren Cheeseman, and he's been absolutely great for us. And then we've had Surf Coast Shire put $400,000. Our Winchelsea Festival contributed $70,000, and the Community Bank of Winchelsea contributed $30,000. So it makes a $2.5 million project, and we're really excited now that we can open up to the community of Winchelsea and any districts around to use the facility.
Yes, well, we've got a growing population here in excess of 1,400, and it's just getting, well, we're starting to see housing estates popping up everywhere.
Well, that's right. Winchelsea very much is the second growth community within the broader Surf Coast area, and of course putting in place facilities like this will very much help support this community, and I think making it a very, very attractive and livable place to be.
And local contractors were involved in building what looks to be a magnificent facility here.
Well, that's right. Lions were the construction company that built the facility. Lions, of course, have a number of people that work for that organisation that actually play sport in the Winchelsea area, and they very much, I think, put in a fantastic effort in delivering real value for money for the Winchelsea community.
And I think also there are further improvements on the way in respect to lighting and so on, so this will just get bigger and better as time goes by.
Well, I think this is going to be actually one of the premier sporting hubs of any of the towns within the Surf Coast Shire. And I really do think that the Eastern Reserve Committee of Management, and has overall management responsibility, have really done a first-class job over 13 years raising local money to go towards this fantastic project.
At least 20 user groups identified to use this. YMCA is set up next door in a gym. This is a fantastic outcome for the Winch community.
It is. In fact, it'll be the pride of the Shire, I would think. Winchelsea's got a big population. It's growing all the time, in excess of 1,400, so it is a lovely growth area, isn't it?
It is. Winchelsea's a second growth area. We will see substantial growth over the next 20 years here. Duplication of the freeway, gas coming to Winchelsea, we've got a rail coming through Winchelsea, hospital, banking services. It's all set to happen here, and we've got this great facility that the community and the new people moving to Winchelsea can use.
And with the old Victoriana grandstand here at Winchelsea in the background, this is Ian Nichols showing the new facility at Eastern Reserve for News Geelong.
Thank you, Ian. The northern suburbs of Geelong continues to receive support for ongoing developments, as News Geelong spoke with local Member of Parliament Johnny Wren on some of the future objectives.
Look, lots of wonderful things are happening in the northern suburbs, and it continues, and I'm proud to say that the investments that the previous government have made continues to go ahead, and I'm really happy that there is a bipartisan approach from the new government in relation to some of the housing projects that we've got going, and particularly in relation to some of the other regeneration projects that's going. So I've got Dennis Napthine on record saying saying that there is a bipartisan approach to some of the developments happening in the northern suburbs, which is great to see. And I think we genuinely need bipartisan support, and we should keep politics out of it when it comes to developing the northern suburbs. And as we all know, there is lots to be done. And we find ourselves in a fantastic facility tonight. And I'm proud to say that the previous government invested a fair bit of money into this complex. And you can see lots of families here tonight. It's a family atmosphere, and it's great to see that so many community members are making use of this facility.
John, one of the recent figures that came out, the unemployment rate in Geelong is on the way down, and we're seeing the growth of industry and jobs, particularly on the northern side.
Yes, absolutely. It's always been the economic heart of Geelong, the northern suburbs of Geelong. It has Shell, it has Ford, it has Avalon, it has Hills Road Industrial Estate. I was just out there the other day. We opened up a brand new factory down there which involved lots of manufacturing jobs, and that is part of the GIFT funding that we obviously contributed towards. The GIFT funding is the Geelong Innovation Investment Fund, and they made very good use of that, and they received an amount of money as a bit of a carrot, and they certainly made the move, and so it's great to see that there is so much activity going on, particularly around Hills Road. And I would urge the new government to continue the investment that's needed on particularly the Hills Road part of it, the industrial estates down there in terms of infrastructure. We need more drainage work, we need more roads, we need that development to continue so that we could bring more jobs to this area.
Thank you, John. The inaugural Surf Coast Relay for Life was held at the Bob Pettit Reserve down at Jan Juc last weekend with outstanding results. Ian Nichols has more.
This is the inaugural Surf Coast Relay for Life that's being held at the Bob Pettit Reserve in Jan Juc. Got a nice sea breeze and a very warm day, I might add. This wonderful event, which of course raises money for cancer research. And we're speaking with the chairman of the organising committee, Darryl Bruin.
What a beautiful day, Ian. They have come out in droves. We've got 23 teams and we've got over 415 participants. 415 registered on Thursday.
Well, probably in excess of your early expectation.
Well, probably more than double, I would say. Yes, that's right. And we're expecting quite a few more over the weekend to come along and walk in the relay.
Well, it certainly has a wonderful atmosphere here, this Bob Pettit Reserve, and the way you've set up all the tents and the side shows, if you like.
Oh, look, it's a beautiful venue. We're so pleased with the day, and this sort of amphitheatre surrounded by bush. It's just lovely. The people are very pleased, and it's a real village and picnic atmosphere.
Well, I think you get tapped on the shoulder and you find that you have to do your bit, and it's very hard to put down a pen anyway if you've been wielding it for about 50 years.
And they've had a lot of coverage, which is great to see, particularly the inaugural Surf Coast Relay for Life.
I think the fact that it has been the first event has made it easy for us to get the media to come on side with us. Because it's a community event, everybody's really into this, and newspapers are very aware of that where the community is their readers and their watchers, and been fantastic support from the media.
Well, it's good to have you on community television and talking up this event, because we know it can only grow as the years go by.
You had 23 teams this year, and I reckon stand back and watch. We could be up around the 70 mark this time next year, maybe on a different location, which has got a bit more access to people driving past and finding the fun that's going on here.
At the inaugural Surf Coast Relay for Life at Jan Juc, this is Ian Nichols for News Geelong.
Thank you, Ian. This is News Geelong on this Wednesday evening as we go to a break and return with more news after this.